Hello sweet friends, welcome to Carol's Craft Cottage. For today's video we are going to have a tutorial on how to assemble the gingerbread garland. You could purchase the gingerbread garland die from Scrapdiva Designs. I will have an affiliate link in the description box below, and if you use that link, I just want to say thank you so much for helping out my channel. I ask you to use Carol 10 at checkout so you'll receive 10% off your order. Now, I'm not going to show you the die because I have shown the die in the project reveal and I have it all apart right now, so I'm not going to show it to you, but the link will be in the description box. If you are new or this is your first time here, my videos feature lots of paper crafting ideas and tutorials. If this is something you enjoy, won't you consider subscribing? I'd love to have you come back. For all my returning friends, welcome back. You mean the world to me, and I appreciate your support and comments. So let's begin to assemble this. I am going to turn the camera down a little bit more so that you can see what I'm doing. And you are going to need 6 gingerbread. All right. And for each gingerbread, I have used 3 of the die cut out. So here's your gingerbread die, of course. You're going to want to cut 3 for each gingerbread. This is going to make your gingerbread nice and sturdy. It's going to stand up for when you store it, and it just makes a sturdier garland. So you're going to cut 3 of each, and you need 6, so cut 18 of this gingerbread die. So the first one we're going to make is the gingerbread girl. So I have 3 here. This one's ready to go. So we're going to cut the dress. So this is the dress, and I want you to cut 1 on your designer paper or glitter cardstock, whatever you like, and 1 on 2mm foam that you can see I have under here that you can get at Hobby Lobby. So cut 1 on cardstock and 1 on foam. The next you're going to do is on this die set, you have a bow and a little decorative piece right here for the boy, and you can use that. You can also use this little heart to decorate your gingerbread. You have 2 different faces. These can be buttons. This is the collar for your dress, and I'm not quite sure what this one is. I thought maybe it was a smile, but I don't know. I haven't figured out this little piece yet. If somebody knows, leave it in the description box below. So you're going to cut 1 collar, and I cut mine on white glitter cardstock that I purchased at Walmart. And this is the decorative piece for your gingerbread girl. You're going to cut 1 each of these on white glitter cardstock. And this bow, if you don't have a small bow in your die stash, that's more 3D. You can use this here to decorate your little girl. So here I have the dress. So you see here are the little scalloped edges for her dress and the collar. So this is ready to go on to my gingerbread. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some glue to the back. And I'm going to attach this. And you will see how nicely this fits. You're going to place the collar in between there. It fits perfectly. And you just give it a press. Now the next we're going to do is her hair. Now I used white as contrast because I was thinking of real gingerbread and real frosting. So this is her hair. I cut her out on white glitter cardstock. And I also used a bow from my stash because I like the way it went down over the front of her hair. And then I put a little white diamond dot in the middle of the bow. And you're going to cut 1 of white cardstock and 1 of 2mm foam, like that. So you're giving some dimension to your gingerbread. It actually looks like a cookie that you would decorate with white royal icing. When I do cookies, sugar cookies, and I use white icing, it's a 3-day process to make those cookies, to have them dry and everything. So here we have the hair on top of the gingerbread girl. Now it's easy to put this on. You just, line up your hair on the top like that. Okay, so the next portion, you get another piece in this die, which are the frosting squiggle lines. So you get 4, which will decorate 1 gingerbread. And let me see, here are mine. So what I did is, here's my 2 milliliter foam. I cut it out for 2. I've got 2 here cut out. I cut it out and it kind of stayed together, and I like it like that. And then I cut out my white glitter cardstock and I glued it on top of each one. So these are ready to be placed on my gingerbread. So I'm going to pull these off now. These have dried. So you're going to put 1 on each leg and 1 on each arm. And if you do it this way, it's not so hard to, have that milliliter foam, 2 milliliter foam jumping all over your all over your craft desk while you're trying to put it together. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue here, and we are going to put this like that. I'm hoping you could see me. I'll put it up a little bit. And then we're going to put this one on this side. And then we're going to go on this side of the circle, because our rope is going to go through those holes to make our garland. And we don't want to have anything get caught up in there. All right. Now we are going to go to the eyes. Now, if you want to, you can do your faces like this. So you got one face that has 2 eyebrows, 2 eyes, and a mouth. Then you have this face, which has 2 eyebrows, 1 eye, a kind of a winking eye, and a mouth. Okay, so I decided to do mine with the eyebrows as the eye slits. I liked the way this looked. This is just my preference. If you want to put the eyes, please do. But I liked how the face was with the little slits. So we're going to just put some glue where her eyes would be, and I'm going to put a little circle, half circle for the mouth. And then you put these on here and then you adjust them. You can make each of them different. You could do different faces on them. You could do some like this, some with the eyes, whatever way you like. And then I'll get the mouth over here. And we're going to place it right here. Now I do want to give them some rosy cheeks. I like just a little hint of rosy cheeks. And I have a Q-tip here with some festive berry on it, and I very lightly touch it, and I'm going to take a little bit off, and then I'm going to do a circle very lightly because I don't want it too dark. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go on this side. See how light it is? It's very light, but yet it still shows. And while I got this out, I'm going to take the boy over here and I'm going to give him some cheeks. And I'm just taking a little bit of the ink off. Before I apply it. So you see I have 2 cheeks here as well on the boy. So now I can take this right out of the way. Now the last thing I do, well, there's 2 things more. I like to highlight their cheeks a little bit, so I put little white dots on their cheeks, like they're twinkling. And I'll bring him back in. Let's do him too, so we get this done as well. Just a little white dot, 3 little white dots. That's all he needs. All right, we'll take him out of the way. Now, the last thing to do is I have some pink diamond dots. And you can see here, I did 3 dots on her left leg and 3 dots on her hair there. I got a little bit of glue hanging off of there. And you can dress up your dolls differently. So if you check my Instagram, you'll see the different dolls. I have a reel that shows the whole garland. I actually have 2 pink garlands. I put this on my tree and I thought it was so pretty that I think, I'm not taking my tree apart, but next year I will have this garland in my tree. Okay, so I have 3 here on her hair, and I'm going to put 3 here on her leg. All right, I'm going to look at this to make sure I have them pretty straight and even. Yep, in there. Okay, so she is done, but she's not the next one I need to put in line. I need to put the boy. So we're going to do the boy next. All right, so it looks like we're going to do the hair first. So this is the piece for the boy's top of his head, hair. I don't know if you call it hair frosting. So count 1, cut 1 on white glitter cardstock and 1 on 2 milliliter foam. And this edge matches the edge of your gingerbread. And you just put it up to the top, center it, make sure it's straight, and he's good. The next portion of the boy is his scarf. Now you don't have to do a scarf. You could actually do hearts for buttons down the front of him, but I used a scarf on everyone. So cut on 1 scarf on, well, this one I did glitter cardstock. You could do it on designer paper, and 1 on 2 milliliter foam. And you will see that this fits right at his neck perfectly. Just like that. All right, for my gingerbread man, I am going to put a snowflake on his scarf. So I have these little plastic snowflakes. You can get these off of AliExpress. They probably have them on Amazon. I know they used to have them at Michael's. I don't know if they do anymore. Okay. That's going to be on his scarf. And then I'm going to put some little hearts, 2 hearts for buttons. And I have these little cabochons here. Probably came from AliExpress a long time ago, and I need 2 pink to go with my pink Christmas. There we go. So we'll put this out of the way. It's coming out cute, isn't it? Now we're going to put the little frosting on his arms and legs, just like the little girl. And here are my pieces. I've already put this together. If you do this ahead of time, then your little frosting won't come off that foam. And I got one more. All right, we're going to the bottom of his feet, legs, feet. I think that's the arm ones. Here we go, yeah, that's bigger. And this one goes here. And then we're going to go on this side of the circle. Next, we're going to attach his face. And again, you can choose whatever face you want. I just like the little mouth and the little half circles for the eyes. And he's a happy camper. All right, for the boy now, I do a little pink across the top of his head. Little diamond dots. So here we go. And one more for his head. Going to bring it back here. And then I do on the opposite side of his leg. I'll do 5 going up his leg. It just gives it a little bit more embellishment. I have one that went over here, so we'll put it over here. All right, now we're going to put our garland together. And what I have is this jute twine. You can get this at Hobby Lobby. You can get it at the Dollar Tree. Usually comes in a pack with 3 rolls. So you are going to thread this onto the jute twine. Your garland is going to be 45 inches with 6 gingerbread people on here. And you're going to want to do like I did. Go boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Unless you want all boys or all girls. So I'm going to thread him on here. And I have way more rope than I'll use. So put him, and then you're going to put your last one. I'm going to put the girl on here. Whoop, go through the front to the back so that the rope goes to the back of your gingerbread. And just put that through. And don't cut your jute twine to 45 inches because you might need more. So you see what we have here. We have these little pieces of scrap. There actually were fat quarters from Joann's. This one I actually got from Cynthia as a gift. I love this. It's beautiful. And then I use, it's 7/8 inch white organza. So also in this garland, because you can see how it softens the fabric and makes it so feminine and pretty. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut strips. Now, I didn't really measure these, but I'm going to measure them for you. I just cut them that size, and I was a sewer. I still sew, and a quilter. So I just do things without thinking about it. So these are, let's see. They're going to be 1 inch wide. So you're going to want to cut strips of fabric. And this is how I got my fabric. They're these fat quarters. And you're just cut these. I just cut them with scissors. Don't worry about rotary cutting or anything like that. Just cut them into 1 inch strips by 4.5. And don't worry if they're wobbly or anything like that. That's the beauty of the garland. So you're going to need 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You're going to need 70 strips because I put 10 in between each gingerbread. So I start with the sheer organza ribbon, and I don't cut it. I just tie it, and if it's a little bit bigger than the other fabric, that doesn't matter to me. I just eyeball it. And then you're going to start tying. I'm going to tie, I start with 1 organza ribbon. Then I tie 5 of the pieces of fabric, just one knot, onto the jute. And let's see, it's going to give me a little hard time. Here we go. And then you're going to push it up. See how I have it this way? It's right close up to the hole. So I'm going to push this up to the gingerbread boy's hand, because I want it nice and close, because that helps to keep your gingerbread straight when it's hanging as well, so they don't flip. If you get my drift on what I'm saying about that, it helps to steady them. And then you're going to just choose different strips so that you have different colors along the way. That's the beauty of this. If you want to, I will give you another suggestion. Depending on where you're going to hang this, you could actually string some fairy lights in here and tie fabric strips onto your fairy lights. You could lay the fairy lights on top of the jute twine, and you could have a lit up garland. Use a battery operated, I'm counting now, battery operated fairy lights, and this would be amazing lit up. I'm not lighting mine up because I am going to put this in my Christmas tree next year, so I'll be making more of these. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I tie a ribbon on here. So you're going to tie a ribbon actually 3 times. One at the beginning, one in the middle, and one on the end. This does take a little while, but it's worth it. This came out so cute. I love it. All right, I've got one more after this, and I will show you how to end this as well. I think I'll do this one. So this makes 10 4.5 by 1 inch strips tied onto the jute. And now I got one more thing to tie on here, and that is the organza ribbon. All right, so then you're going to make sure that all your pieces are tight. So You just grab onto that and pull them down and then fluff them up. So this is what you have. There's your boy, there's the girl. Now you push the girl all the way down to there so that the organza ribbon is laying on top of the hole, and then you're going to repeat. So you're going to do, remember, you do the white organza ribbon, do 5 strips of fabric, organza ribbon, 5 strips of fabric, and then the organza ribbon. And make sure that you pull it tight so that there's no room to see the jute between the gingerbread. And you're going to do that for all your gingerbread, all the way to the end. Then when you get to the end, you're going to do the same thing here. You'll make sure it's all nice and tight, and then you're going to do 1 organza ribbon, 5 strips of fabric, 1 organza ribbon, 5 strips of fabric, 1 organza ribbon, and then you're going to take your end piece, and then you just make a loop like that, and you tie it. And that's your hanging loop. And that's what you do at the beginning as well. You just tie a loop like this, and then you tie your ribbon right over the rope so that you can't see it. So that is the tutorial for today. I hope you enjoyed this. This makes a super cute gingerbread garland. I love this. You know, pink is my thing for Christmas, and this is going up in my decorations after I'm done finished with it. And that is it for today. I appreciate you joining me. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will answer them as quickly as I can. And until next time, remember to sprinkle kindness like confetti wherever you go. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye-bye.